Hello everyone, this is MD Rakibul Hasan presenting my PhD thesis proposal detecting empathy using multimodal language model. So let's talk about the comparison with the literature. So in literature, there are works with predicting empathy from entirely text using pre-trained language model. There are works with audio-based empathy prediction using classical machine learning, and there are works with some video-based empathy prediction using classical machine and basic deep learning as well. In contrast, I wish to leverage audio-visual data in a multimodal language model to predict empathy. So I wish to convert audio to text, and also the prosodic features will be extracted, and then I will use a multimodal language model. So the specific research questions that I wish to answer in terms of data set. So I wish to collect audio-visual data because the public data set is not sufficient that I will be describing soon. And in addition to that, I wish to leverage some public data set as well. So how can we re-annotate those data if required? And in those cases, I wish to leverage semi-supervised learning technique. In terms of model, of course, I wish to develop the multimodal language model. It also includes optimization so that we could run them in small computational requirement capable device. And also through prompt engineering, how could we leverage large scale multimodal language model so that we could use them in limited computational budget scenarios like ours. So these are the overall proposed framework. As you can see, we first diarize the audio. So we separate the speaker and responder, assuming we have a two-person scenario, diary conversation. And we extract prosodic feature and we convert those speech to text using Google speech to text or OpenAI Whisper or this sort of tools. So we proceed all those different information in different encoders, and then we predict empathy on that. In terms of optimization, we wish to leverage neural architecture search or lottery ticket hypothesis or knowledge distillation. To evaluate our model, we use a standard evaluation metric. So we wish to propose it as a degree of empathy prediction task, that means regression task, and also a distinct level of empathy prediction task, which is the classification task. So in classification, we will leverage accuracy prediction, one score, AUC score, the standard metrics, and in regression, we will use different correlation coefficients. And in terms of our data collection, so we will collect data from two-person setup where each speaker will discuss any concerning topics they faced recently, and participants are free to use hand gestures during interactions. Normally, the participants will be undergrad, postgraduate students, and staff from the host university, which is Curtin University, Western Australia. And speakers will express emotions about the recent concerning situations. And for that, we will share some list of example topics. Of course, the speaker will choose these topics from anywhere else as well. And after the interaction, they will fill out a questionnaire that we designed based on literature. It is followed by standard empathy measurement questionnaires. So this is a simple example, a simple data collection setup, as you can see from between a speaker and responder, a communication, and the video recording. In addition to our data set, we will use news empathy data set, which is just entirely text-based, but we will use just to as a baseline for our text-based model. And we'll use MEDIC dataset, which is counseling case videos. So it is audio visual data set, and the annotation is empathy, which is closely matched with our case. OMG empathy data set, it is also audio visual data set, but it is semi-scripted storytelling video, and the annotation is not entirely empathy, rather than it's balance annotation. The real talk, it's not on empathy domain, but it has unscripted conversation. So we wish to annotate some samples, and we wish to leverage semi-supervised learning data. And in addition to this data set, we welcome collaboration with scholars who wish to contribute their expertise and the relevant private data sets in this domain. So please feel free to get in touch. In terms of preliminary experiment, we participated in WASA shared task in EACL 2023 conference, from where we get this publication, where we use a news empathy data set. And with this dataset, we found fine-tuned Albert, Distilbert, and BART model. We also process numerical demographic information into text, and we will also use T5-based pre-trained language model for text summarization and rephrasing as a data augmentation technique. And this is a very recent paper that is also appearing in this EACL 2024 conference, where we use GPT 3.5 LLM to mitigate annotation noise, because in crowdsourced data collection, there are lots of noise that we demonstrate in this paper. So we re-annotate those noisy annotation using LLM, and we also design methodologies so that we can select between the crowdsourced annotation and the LLM annotation. And we demonstrate that it provides state-of-the-art performance in news empathy data sets. And also we leverage GPT 3.5 LLM for converting numerical demographic information into meaningful text, so that we could leverage in the entirely text-based pipeline. So please feel free to check out our paper, and thanks for listening.